Man UTD transfer news. Matheus Cunha completes £62.5 million move to join Ruben Amorim at Old Trafford from Wolves. Cunha will become Ruben Amorim's first signing of the summer as he looks to rebuild a squad that finished 15th in the Premier League, and the club have moved swiftly to seal the transfer on the opening day of the window. The 26-year-old is set to sign a 5-year deal at United, with the option for a further year. Cunha leaves Wolves as a club record sale after United met his £62.5 million release clause, agreeing to a structure of payment over 2 years. His signing is subject to visa and registration, say United.Cunha, who is set to play as a number 10 for United, scored 17 goals, and provided 6 assists for Wolves last season. Wolves are happy Cunha's move has gone through as quickly as possible. The release clause, which was inserted in his new contract in January, has protected their position. Nobody at Wolves wanted a long, drawn-out saga involving the player during the summer. They will receive the full release clause in the terms set out in the contract, in 3 installments payable by the summer of 2027. United were initially offering to pay in 5 installments. Wolves expect to be busy this summer to build on the progress made under Vitor Pereira last season. They proved they were not a one-man team with their results and performances when Cunha was suspended. United have been keeping an eye on Cunha's development since his impressive display for Wolves at Old Trafford. In the opening match of the 2023-24 season, despite interest from other teams, Cunha wanted to play for United. He thinks United are one of the biggest clubs in the world and was not deterred by them missing out on Champions League football following their defeat to Tottenham in the Europa League final. One source told Sky Sports News the 26-year-old loves United. United are understood to have been impressed with Cunha's desire to join, whether they had European football or not. 5 Premier League teams, including United, wanted to sign the Brazil international this summer. Arsenal and Aston Villa were among those who held exploratory talks about signing the Brazil international this year. Saudi Pro League clubs were also willing to trigger his release clause. The forward, signed from Atletico Madrid in 2022 for around £34 million, registered 15 goals and 6 assists across his 33 appearances in the Premier League throughout the 2024-25 season. Neville: Cunha will suit Amorim's system. Former Manchester United defender Gary Neville, speaking to Sky Sports News. Manchester United are desperate in that position. You think of what Manchester United are playing now? They've let Jadon Sancho, Marcus Rashford, and Antony go, so 3 players who are natural players who travel with the ball. They're playing with Alejandro Garnacho at the moment, but then they're lopsided. On the other side, sometimes it's Joshua Zirkzee when he was fit, or they've got Bruno Fernandes stepping up in moments. Mason Mount's come in there, but they need someone who can beat players, someone who's equally as good running through the middle with the ball and traveling with the ball, and go out wide and support the wingback. Neville: Cunha will suit Amorim's system. Former Manchester United defender Gary Neville, speaking to Sky Sports News. Manchester United are desperate in that position. You think of what Manchester United are playing now? They've let Jadon Sancho, Marcus Rashford, and Antony go, so 3 players who are natural players who travel with the ball. They're playing with Alejandro Garnacho at the moment, but then they're lopsided. On the other side, sometimes it's Joshua Zirkzee when he was fit, or they've got Bruno Fernandes stepping up in moments. Mason Mount's come in there, but they need someone who can beat players, someone who's equally as good running through the middle with the ball and traveling with the ball, and go out wide and support the wingback. Mohamed Salah's gambling backfires for Liverpool. while Amad Diallo's partnership with Brian Mbeumo for Man Ut Mohamed Salah enjoyed the Premier League season of his life last time out, scoring goals and creating them to take Liverpool to the title. Speaking to Sky Sports at the end of the season, he explained the change made by Arne Slot to help him achieve that. Now, I don't have to defend much. It is quite difficult to say one thing, but the tactics are quite different. But I told him, as long as you rest me defensively, I will provide offensively. So I'm glad I did. It was the manager's idea, of course, but he listens a lot. Salah held up his part of the deal in spectacular style last season, but 7 games into the new campaign, there has been a dip. After ranking among the top 10 for expected goals and expected assists from open play in each of the previous 7 seasons, including topping both lists last season, this version of Salah, now 33 years old, is currently outside of the top 10 for both metrics. It is partly a product of Slot's tweaks, a new attacking structure to incorporate Florian Wirtz and now Alexander Isak. But if Salah's numbers are not what they were, then it changes the equation for Liverpool in terms of his limited contribution defensively. He was one of the 4 players highlighted by Jamie Carragher for switching off prior to Crystal Palace's late winner at Selhurst Park last weekend. "They are not looking at the ball," he told Sky Sports. "They think the game is over. It's finished." That's a cardinal sin. And when Liverpool suffered another stoppage-time defeat against Chelsea on Saturday, Marc Cucurella, the left-back who raided forward to provide the assist for the winning goal, helpfully explained how Salah not tracking back factored into the thinking. "We know that Salah is already ready to attack, to play on the counter-attack, so we know and we practice, and the manager tells us that the space is maybe there," he told Sky Sports, before adding, "Today, it worked, and we can win the game in this way." There had actually been an even clearer example of Salah's mentality in the build-up to Chelsea's first goal. He was stood right next to Cucurella during Chelsea's build-up, but when the Liverpool man sensed a teammate might nick possession, he ran forward. Cucurella made the opposite movement and was 20 yards ahead of Salah by the time Caicedo smashed the ball into the Liverpool net. Salah is a special player, and he will surely have many big moments to come. But after a series of dramatic late winners for Liverpool this season, this past week has been a reminder that there is a risk as well as a reward that comes with him not working back. Amad and Mbeumo partnership, Mason Mount and Benjamin Sesko, scored the goals for Manchester United in their 2-0 win over Sunderland, while the fans enjoyed the debut of goalkeeper Senna Lamens. But both managers mentioned one partnership that shaped the game. "Their right side with Amad and Mbeumo," said Sunderland boss Regis Lebris in the press conference. "They are really strong on the side." It forced him to make a tactical substitution in the first half. "We were not able to manage this part of the game." Amad Diallo was particularly impressive in that right wing-back role, driving at the Sunderland defense from deep. "Every time he has the ball, 1 against 1, he is giving us a lot of chances to score," said Ruben Amorim of Amad's fine performance afterwards. His 6 dribbles were the most he has attempted in any game at Old Trafford under Amorim, and equals the most by any Manchester United player in a Premier League game this season, matching the eye-catching debut of Matheus Cunha against Arsenal. What that does is turn him into a genuine threat out wide, something that United lack with their other wing-back options. It also allows Mbeumo to drift inside where he can move closer to goal. Amad even laid on a chance for him this way in the first half.